Welcome back, welcome back. All copyrights go to Asmongold TV.
There are better answers. If we come up with a better,
I think that RFK, what they need to do whenever he gets in charge, assuming that happens, right? Big assume, but they need to make it to where you can't take electives in high school that replace physical education, and physical education is mandatory for everybody. Because the real issue, the reason why people need healthcare, they need more healthcare. It's because everybody's fat and they don't do anything. Like if you go back and you look at videos and photos of high schools back in the day, people were in much better shape than they are now. Like I see I'm driving to fucking Burger King and I see all the high school kids. There's so many fat kids. Holy shit! Look at all the hogs. The little piglets walking around. You can't have that. What is that? No. Fuck them. Yeah, consumption's bad. Yeah, exactly.
answer, I would present that answer
Even
to Democrats.
even elementary school, you see all the little piglets walking home from school. You shouldn't be 170 pounds if you're in 4th grade. That's too much.
I believe in you. Why do you think there's so many skinny people? It's the same thing except reversed. We move around a lot, but we have no knowledge of how to build our body. Just like you got tricked to sit around, but you're big because you don't know how to build your body. You don't know what to eat. Why doesn't the skinny man get muscles? Because he won't work out and he doesn't know what to eat. Because if he just ate right, he would feel better. And then he would have natural strength to go want to work out. It would just kick in wow, I feel all this stuff, but I don't know what to do. I want to move around now.
Stop eating food. They eat too much. Yes. And you have physical education become mandatory. JFK actually had a national mandate for exercising our youth. His speech even speaks to it, and about not being right seeing a chubby child. I completely agree with that. I do, 100%. And I think also it's going to help. So the issue is that being fat and being unhealthy is something that causes secondary effects and tertiary effects as well. So
He's a fellow skinny person. You bigger people torture us so much in our lifetime. Talking shit is all we know how to talk. We don't want to talk shit because we're one of you. You know, because yous pick on us and say Skeletor and all the other jokes, you know? So we know exactly how it feels, and since we live in an environment, this is the only way people talk to each other. But yous get mad because it's more shameful to be fat than skinny. But both of yous get tortured the same. No one's getting away from it. You're scared to take your shirt off in front of everybody, and so are we, nigga. Get it? If we take our shirt off, people are gonna make funny jokes. If you take your shirt off, people are gonna make funny jokes. If you have muscles and other niggas have muscles that look better, they're gonna make funny jokes. If it's a bunch of pretty girls, one of them look better than all of them, and they all will make funny jokes at the one that doesn't look as best as them. But they're all pretty to everybody else in the world. But the one that isn't the prettiest will literally have in her head, I'm ugly. But everybody wants you though. Do you see the confusion and absolutely madness that we live?
Like, basically, there's this second order effect of being fat that now you have low self-esteem. And then the third order effect of now you have depression because girls don't want to talk to you because you're fucking fat. So if
Men have always known this, but we used to have people that pushed us. Now it's survival of the fittest. Everyone knows what no man in the world doesn't know if I don't work out, I'm not getting the bad bitches. I can get something, you know, that's when they start realizing, oh, I can get money. I can get charming, I can get clothes, and they start using those things, and they neglect the raw fact of you need to change your body for your health. You're gonna fucking die, and you can't get no bitches. If you get a wife, you get your girl, you get the bitches, and then you die early because you're unhealthy, was it even fucking worth it, bro? All the days you felt self-conscious, all the days you're bored and you're like, I don't know what to do, and you believe in your mind because they show us this shit, you know, people just hanging out, chilling, when no, you know why? He said if you go back to the 70s, the 30s, whatever, if you go back to people right now that are living today and they're in jungles and shit, they can run 3 miles easy and keep running. Our fucking athletes have to train to get to that. Do you understand that? What we consider athletes on the other side of the world, niggas in the jungle, they're doing that, and that's average. That's just regular. That's the teenagers. Don't let the grown men get your ass out there. You think you're a runner? Run in the fucking desert where it's hot. You ain't getting no cold waters. You're not getting nothing. Your body adapts so much to it, you look like a fucking superhuman being to regular. Oh yeah, we're not regular. We're all below average, and we're all making fun of each other like we're fucking something. When people on the other side of the world that are in complete, what we would say, poverty, you're in a mud hut, you're a fucking dusty, you got a grass skirt. She knows more about life survival than you. She's actually connected to the Lord. And why do you think they live so long? They're living 200 years, to 100 years and like 20, 160. We're scared to die at 60 years old. All of us are fucking over here dying at 60, 80. Niggas don't even see 80-year-olds barely anymore. Are you fucking serious? When's the last time you seen a 90-year-old?
RFK puts your fat ass on a treadmill and you're not fat and you look normal, well, then maybe they'd be wanting to talk to you. You wouldn't have as much depression. You wouldn't feel. Now you have low self-esteem. And then the third order effect of now you have depression because girls don't want to talk to you because you're fucking fat. So if RFK puts...
And as the men, slowly but surely forgot these regular, average caveman things. The beginning of man, reality of man, just reality. You don't need a book for it. All you gotta do is look around and see the people winning, and then see all the people not winning. See the people that are happy just to exist, and then see the people that are not happy not to exist, and say, what the fuck how is that even possible? And then you start realizing it's a mind state. Then you start realizing, well, what the fuck, how the fucking, we're all born, he was happy when they were young, what happened? Oh, things went into their mind, which made them put things into their body, and then the depression started. Now, multiple men are, we've been having this problem for a while. That's why there's so many men that are, not getting women. Besides the money issue, you put you get your body right. Women still not choosing you to stay with you. They'll sleep with you now. Have 5-year relationships and shit. But if your shit don't go right, you're not getting bitches. You're just temporary. You're that dude until that dude comes along and just takes your girl. And she's gonna tell you, he could provide for me. And you gotta take that L. Now, women, they've been hitting yous with that. If you haven't realized, women have been blowing up more and more. Now, all men and women are not going to be skinny or physically fit or, to some... I seen a fat guy that was doing backflips, ninja flips, twirls in the air, ninja flips off the floor. I can't do that, but he looked fat. But that nigga was in shape like a skinny fucking ninja artist ballet guy. He's flipping around like repeatedly, twisting in the air, and he's like literally looks like just like a fat lazy guy. But he decided in his life, because he's seen someone flipping, and said, I want to do that, and didn't know how to backflip at all, and then he just said, that's what I want to do, and did it. And now he's like the heaviest backflipping guy I've ever seen in my life, making me feel like I can never catch this guy. How the fuck did he do that? So what is healthy? The way you look or what you do? You can't do shit unless you do shit. You get it? So this image of, you gotta work out, you're gonna get a certain look of a body. No, you're gonna get a certain effect. You're going to be able to do things now. But the world still is going to judge you and be like, oh, that's a fat fuck. And then you start ninja flipping in front of everybody. And they're like, damn, he's better than me.
Your fat ass on a treadmill and you're not fat and you look normal, well, then maybe they'd be wanting to talk to you. You wouldn't have as much depression. You wouldn't feel fucking upset. And everything would be fine.
And now that they've been working on the women, we have an epidemic of women online talking about, I don't know why men are not choosing to stay with us. They keep talking about this weight thing, and you're supposed to take me as I am. I'm a dime, I'm a this, and that's why they say in the manosphere, a fat woman is equivalent to a broke man. Why? Because the good-looking men are not going to choose you, and the good-looking women are not going to choose him. They don't care if you would love them better than anyone else in the world. They don't care. They want to walk around and look like they're good. They don't want to actually feel good. They already feel good because they have the bodies and the looks and stuff. But they don't want real relationships. They want to, they want the movie. And now we have, I don't even know how many women, I see it every day, and there are a lot of thick women that are not going to get to toothpick level because, like I just said, There's healthy, and then there's the worldly healthy image. Like, oh my God, you've been working out for how long, and you ain't fucking looking like a fucking supermodel yet? Well, everyone's body's different, so it's not about what you look like, it's about what you feel like. And if you're healthy, you feel good. Period. If you're not healthy, why do you think we got all these people that are violent and angry and yelling? Because everyone's unhappy. It doesn't matter if you look good or you're not. What are you consuming?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you have less incels. That's it. You look at the symptoms and you don't fix the disease. That's the problem. I heavily disagree with this being a legal mandate. I don't. I think that schools right now, and also it is a legal mandate now. Like, you're required to take physical education in a lot of places. All I'm saying is that you change that to where you can't take art and replace that. Drawing anime girls should not replace walking a mile. It doesn't make sense.
Everybody else, and I do something about it. But until we have that, or until they can approve it, but we're not going to go through the big deal. I am the one that saved Obamacare, I will say, and I did the right thing. I could have done the more political thing and killed it, and all I had to do is starve it to death.
You did try to have your Justice Department effectively kill it, though,
No.
sir.
Kill it.
Oh, and then another thing is that for all school meals, meat only. You have hamburgers on Mondays and Thursdays. You have chicken on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then on Friday, you got steak. Vegans? As I said, meat only. We want people to be healthy. Maybe you can make a garden out in the back for...
How about we go look at the most healthiest people in the world and go copy their shit? And since the most healthiest people in the world don't live in cities, I wonder how much meat and how much, vegetables they eat. I wonder, how they even get the... Oh, yeah, they got to go outside and go hunt that shit. Oh, I wonder why you need to exercise. Because you don't have to hunt for your food. You could just go get it. So you already stripped yourself of the natural exercise of saying, I'm hungry and my body knows I gotta go run to go catch something. So you automatically will lose that strength. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're civilized. Yay, civilization. Yay, invention. Strip me of my natural god abilities. And then I think I'm smarter and better than things, but I'm actually weak as fuck. Only my mind appear. You get it? Like, people really don't realize how far we have fallen. We're in a generation of people that are literally convinced they're better and superior to the older generations because of having these things. And these very things and these very ways we try to go away from the old stuff. It seems to we're learning the hard lesson of the further we get away from the old way, the harder life really is for us. Because, the foundation of things in reality and life, it ain't going nowhere. You can pretend to change the laws of God. You can pretend to fucking say, no, the world changed and it's this way. Now the rain won't get you sick. Now being outside won't. No, it will. And it always will. There are certain things in the world you can change, and there's certain things you can't change. We can't change the fact that we have to have healthy bodies to just feel happy. That's base level happy. That's just, I actually feel good. I don't feel pain in my knee and I don't have troublesome thoughts all the time. I'm not so worried about my image or worried about the next person. I just wake up and I'm like, you know? Most of us only remember that feeling when we were kids. And then we lived in the world, and slowly but surely we're like, wow, this environment and things I do in it is hurting my body. And then you look at someone else and say, well, why is he not hurt? Why is she not hurt? Why do they look like this? Why do they da 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 da? Stop comparing. You could do what they do, but your body's not their body. That's why you won't get the same results all the time. Fitness trainer taught me that.
Like the rabbits or something, and then the vegans can go out there. Maybe have fish? Yeah, fish alternative. Meat every day. That's the way it is. What about fish? Fish is fine.
From a legal standpoint,
Yep.
but from a physical standpoint, I made it work.
In your
Steak.
concepts of a plan, sir,
Mhm.
will people with pre-existing conditions still have coverage, and can you guarantee their prices will not go up?
The answer is yes. They'll have coverage. You have to have it.
And what about their
Because
prices?
you know what?
What about their prices, sir?
I want the prices to go down. I want to have better health care for less money. And there are ways of doing it.
Sounds good to me. Like, I don't know, like, you know, he's just talking. In that last video I put out on my community section, he said something about lowering rent and getting us paid more money as American citizens. And that's literally the only thing I care about. There's so much going on in the world, and these bills and the cost of everything is too much, where if you're not a millionaire, you're fucking dying right now. You're fucking struggling, you're worried, you're something. The less money you make, the more panicked, or the more, you know, you're worried. Or like right now, where the level I'm on, there is no future. There's no save nothing, there's no nothing. You're gonna exist. And you better find happiness in that. Don't be thinking about, no, if you ain't gonna make income happen, if you ain't gonna do something, then you are where you are. And there's, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people can't truly accept that. But that's nothing but the same way the ancient people lived. They weren't afraid because they can go grow things. They can go grow their own food. They never had to worry about eating because they knew how to do it themselves. They didn't have to worry about shelter because they knew how to build huts. You know? They knew how to communicate with other people that were just like them and say, we're fucked. Let's go build something with the limited knowledge we have, and realize the whole world is not going to care. They don't have to. Thank God, you know, there's the thing called goodness and people showing mercy to people that have less. You know? Without that, majority of people would have been going crazy right now. I stay afloat because certain people help me all the time. Give me coffees, give me free shit, you know? So I can keep my little bit of, and then what am I going to do with that little extra? I'm going to go buy cigarettes and little stupid shit and shit that makes me happy. Or eases the fucking bullshit pain, you know? The worry. But if I got more money and things cost less, well, I could begin to start to fucking say, alright, now that we lived with nothing for so long, now that we get more money, you're not going to spend more money. You're going to live exactly the way you did then. Even though now you have more money. But now you're going to just buy good food, you know? You're not going out and chilling. No, now you start saving for fucking whatever it is. You know?
Leave. And I
You
have
have to take out the middlemen that are making money off of it for no fucking reason. I mean, I gotta say, like, Luigi was right with that. Like, healthcare insurance is a fucking scam. It shouldn't exist. I think you shouldn't shoot the people that work there.
Oh my lord.
But he was fucking right. He's completely right.
No.
I have the smartest people in that world. You know, that's a separate world unto itself. I have the smartest people.
Violence only begets violence. People try things, they try to make plans, and then they realize, holy shit, I'm a man, and I didn't see this coming years later. So now that we're in the realization of we're just men, now we gotta figure out another plan. Oh well. Unless you're gonna make the plan, you know? You kinda can't complain about the people that make the plans. You know? Well, you can complain to them, you know, once the plan's not working and shit. But you can't be mad about the plan that gets made up if you're not, you know? I think that's why they made the voting and the governments and you're supposed to speak as the people. We're all supposed to be like, yo, this is what we need. You know? I think that's what all that shit's for. But I never really got too much into that because, you know, there's other ways to, you know? You talk to the people that are the ones that are into that.
In that world, looking at it and trying, and if they come up with something, I will present it. Now, maybe you won't be able to sell it, but
Yep.
if we get better health care for less money, I believe it's very saleable.
Just very quickly, when will we see your fully developed plan? When are you going
Well,
to
I
show
don't
the
know that
public
you'll see it at all. I can only say that we have some of the best healthcare people. I've always
That's reassuring.
tinkered with it. I think it's a little hard to explain. Obamacare, when I took it over, was a disaster. And I made
It
it
has insured
workable.
20 million people.
Yeah, because of me.
Oh,
Because of
shit,
me.
What the fuck?
Oh, man. Jesus.
If you look at what
Yeah.
I did, I was
You
the
tried
one.
to-
I made it good.
You
Yeah,
tried to
legally.
repeal and replace it. You tried
Because
to
if
kill
I
it.
repealed it and replaced it, we would have had a better system because we wouldn't have had health care. And the Democrats would have been forced to do something. If we wouldn't have had it, the Democrats would have been forced to do something that they wouldn't do if we have it.
Yep. Insurance companies fine. They just need regulation. In Europe, you have it, and they basically can't deny anything. Hospital deals with them directly. You never hear anything about it. It's just like utilities. Yeah, maybe that'd be a better solution. Yeah, sure. That was a disaster because
Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. Cause I don't really do too much of this political stuff, and I don't really, you know, I'm more of the dealing with the issues of day-to-day people kind of guy. But this stuff does affect us, so hopefully some of this stuff, you know, can come to light. But I guess, like you said, you know, I mean, for now it's just talking. All love, all praise to the Most High.